Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I'm shimmy shimmy YouTube famous now. Available in 2020. The album Dad AF. Rock on, Gold Dust Woman. Hi, how are you guys doing? Okay, let's get into this video. This video, where it started and where it ended up, what it's going to be about, are two completely different things. So I'll explain that in just a second. But I want to say thank you to the 2,100 people that have already subscribed to my new channel, Peter Does Stuff, that I just started yesterday. I haven't posted any videos over there. That will be coming later in the week. But thank you so much to all of you out there that have subscribed. I really, really appreciate it. It's just a really cool thing, and it's a new venture in my life, and I'm excited about it, so thank you for subscribing. I have been up, you guys, since 7 o'clock this morning. It is currently 2:59 p.m. I've been filming videos all day long. I filmed my vlog and got it up. I filmed a Peterisms video where I read meditations, and I was over there doing videos about that. It's kind of like a channel where I just talk about like things I've learned in my life, mistakes I've made, and how I've grown from that. I posted a review of the Harry Potter pumpkin juice on my review channel, and I just did like a half an hour long review of 7 subscription dog boxes on my review channel. And I did a booktube video about like all the books that I've been reading recently, and an update for the book club, because I have a true crime book club called A True Crime Book Club with my good Jenny Mel. It's linked below on Facebook. All you have to do is go join it. There's like 3 questions you answer, and now I'm making this video. And then later tonight, I'm going out to dinner with my husband and another couple. We're having like a double date, so I'm real excited about that. So anyway, thank you to all of you out there that have subscribed to my new channel. I wanted to say that. Okay, now let me tell you how this all kind of evolved. I was actually going to make a video today about like, where is Shane Dawson? When is he coming back? What do you guys think that comeback will look like? Things like that. I was going to talk about the fact that besides the fact of Morgan Adams' birthday on the 22nd of August, happy birthday, Morgan, and Rylan posting about that as well, they've been rather radio silent for the last month, and they haven't really said a whole lot of anything. So it's interesting to me what's going on behind the scenes. I'm obviously taking time off. I don't know, reevaluating their lives, figuring out what they're going to do going ahead. So I was going to make this video kind of like, do you guys think Shane Dawson's going to come back? Do you not think he's going to come back? Whatever. And then I opened up my Twitter, and I started getting all of these DMs from people telling me that Trisha Paytas had dragged me in a vlog that she did. So I was like, okay, let's go check what this is. Now, just a background history, okay? I used to be rather friendly with Trisha Paytas. I made tons and tons of videos defending her. People would say to me all the time, why do you continue to defend her? You would defend her at any expense. You aren't honest. You just defend her, you know, blah, blah, blah. I got tons and tons of backlash for defending Trisha Paytas in the past, right? And Trisha Paytas has admitted to trolling herself. So like the trolling at times, like I didn't know, like, is this real? Is this not real? In fact, I would get messages from people, and they would say like, like, can you please go check on Trisha Paytas? Like, I'm really worried about her. Somebody needs to do a wellness check on her, because she would put out some video, it would have to do with like a breakup, or I don't know, something very serious. And I would get a lot of these messages, and a couple times I called Trisha. And in fact, one time I remember I called her and I said, are you okay? Like, I'm getting a lot of messages from your fans. People are worried about you. And she said, oh yeah, I'm totally fine. Don't worry about it. She's like, I'm on my way to Shane's. And I was like, okay. So I did that a couple times, and then like every time it was like, yeah, everything's fine. There was like never any huge issue. To me, it was just at some point, like I just like started seeing behind the veil, so to speak. And I've talked about that on YouTube, like a lot. Like one of the hardest things for me has been on YouTube that when I started, I was literally like a fan of these people that watched them. I used to say, like, if I met these people, I'd faint a million faints. And then I was sitting in Trisha Paytas' apartment, because she was kind enough to allow me into her apartment to make a video sitting on her kitchen floor. And it was kind of like, I can remember when I left her house, and I texted my husband because I had to get to the airport to leave, and I was like, I literally cannot believe I was just sitting on Trisha Paytas' floor, And then I start seeing things, and it's like that, like with the phone call, like, no, everything's fine. And it's like, well, what's real and what's not real? Or I meet Shane Dawson, and Shane Dawson talks about all these people behind, their backs. Like, He even said things about Trisha Paytas. I've talked about this on here, you know, that like Trisha had said something to me to the effect of like, if I had known that you were going to be in Vegas and Shane was going to be in Vegas and I would have flown out there, and I said something to him and he goes, well, she's a pathological liar. And they all kind of laughed. And I'm like, okay, so this is how you talk about somebody that defends you at any expense. This is how you talk about your... I didn't know. Like, it's weird, you know, when you're sitting in that situation. It's like, imagine yourself sitting with people that you have watched, and it's like weird to you that you're even sitting there to begin with. But then all of a sudden you start seeing like the human side of them, right? And it's like you have a hard time separating that to some degree. So that's what started happening to me with a lot of these YouTubers. People ask me all the time, why did you fall out of like favor of like Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas? This is what happened, you guys. I started seeing like the truth behind the veil, and it was hard. And like, you know, that's one of the reasons why I say on here, like, I don't want you guys to see that, because the magic will be ruined for you. You know, for those of you out there that still love and follow these people, I don't want the illusion completely ruined for you. Because for me, I've seen behind the curtain, okay? And it's not pretty, and it's business, and it's not what you guys think it is, right? And it's very disparaging for me when I watch it and I see it. So anyway, that was kind of how I was feeling, okay, about a year ago. It was about a year and 3 months ago, something like that. I don't know. Actually, I have the video pulled up right here that I made. So let me see when it was made. I can tell you the exact date. Hold on a second. It just says 1 year ago. Hold on. Does not have the date. May 28, 2019, I posted a video called Let's Talk Trisha Paytas. And this, I must have posted this like the day that my husband's best friend, the best male friend, was killed in a tragic car accident. Or no, the funeral that was that day. Because I can remember we were out of town, and I started getting tons of like direct messages and all this kind of stuff over this video that people could not believe that I had made this video. Now, I want to talk about this video so we can talk about what Trisha Paytas said about me in this newest vlog, okay? Trisha Paytas had put out a video, and she was laying in bed, and she was talking about going through opioid withdrawal, I think. I think it was opioid withdrawal, I'm almost positive. And she was laying in bed, and she said basically that she was withdrawing at home, yada, 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 okay? So I was getting tons of messages asking me to respond to this as a person in recovery. So if you don't know, I have been sober for 25 years and 7 months at this point, right? Or today I have been. So last year it would have been 24 and a half years that I have been sober. I got sober when I was 22 and a half years old. December 17th, 1994 is my sobriety birthday. It was not my first attempt at treatment. I take recovery and sobriety very, very seriously. It is literally my priority. The number one thing in my entire life. I don't joke about it. I just don't. It's not funny to me. I have lost hundreds upon hundreds of friends and attended hundreds of funerals at this point, you know? And I just recently lost another friend to this. And it's like constantly, you know? And it's just like, at some point, it's like, I'm so thankful for my recovery, but the people that I have lost and the damage that it's done, like, it's unbelievable, you know? It's why, like, right now we call the United States of addiction, because every 9 minutes somebody dies. I think it's even less than that now. I think it's like every 7 minutes somebody dies of an opioid overdose in our country. And so I made this video about responding to what Trisha Paytas was talking about in this video. I will link the video below. I stand behind the video today. You know, a lot of people have asked me to take the video down. I stand behind the video. I understand why she's upset, okay? I understand that she thinks that I'm calling her a liar in the video. What I said, if you watch the video, is that historically, Trisha Paytas puts things out there and then pulls them back. Or puts things out there and then like a week later, everything's changed and you don't know what to believe. Was that true? Was that not true? I don't know how anybody, a fan or not, could watch Trisha Paytas and not agree with that statement, okay? That when you are watching a Trisha Paytas video, does everybody just 100% believe what she's saying? There have been so many things that she has put out there that people have, and since last year, it's even like people have major issues, okay? With the things that she has stated, and I haven't made videos about any of those things, okay? I haven't made videos about those things, and I just have left Trisha alone. I just have like really, you know, I have only made a few videos about her in the last year. That's the truth, okay? But she has continued to have an issue with this. She's talked about me in videos. She's talked about me in podcasts. She said I brought evil into her home and things like that, right? Continuing to say that basically I'm the worst person in the entire world. I don't know why she feels that way. I don't know if I completely missed the mark and she was going through the worst thing in her entire life and that video was that. If that's the case, then I truly, honestly, genuinely, Trisha, I apologize to you, okay? That was not the point of my video. What I said in the video was, and you know what? I should have made the video and never questioned the authenticity of what she was going through, because that's her issue. Her issue isn't about me talking about her addiction. Her issue is me questioning whether it was authentic. And in the video, because I just watched it back, I said in there that when I watched it the first time for, okay, this could just, is it real? And the second time I watched it as, this is real. I give her encouragement in the video. I said to her she could reach out to me if she wanted to, that I had gone through it, okay? One of the things that she has a huge issue with in the video is that I said to her, or I said in the video, where are her friends and family? Because if she's going through major chronic withdrawals from opioids, where are the people that care about her in her life? Okay, I want to make this very, very clear. I don't care who you are, all right? If I met you yesterday and you were going through this, I would look at you and say, where are your family and friends? I am so effing thankful, okay, that I had people that loved me enough that even when I hated them and I said, screw you and I'm not doing this and whatever, were willing to continue to do things for me. That's all I said in her video. In the video was, where are her friends and family? They could have been completely surrounding her, but she didn't say that. In her video, she said she was alone, she was withdrawing from home. That was my other issue, okay? Was that and I showed all this in the video, I read statistics, I talked about it in length and talked about why it's so important to me. In the video, she said something to the effect of withdrawing from home, and I have a huge issue with that, because I've had friends of mine that almost died trying to detox themselves off of opioids. It's extremely, extremely dangerous, okay? You're talking about, like, I could tell you, like, horror stories, okay? So to me, to sit in a video and share with people that that's what you're doing to your hundreds of thousands and millions of subscribers that are watching this video is very scary to me. Listen, people have shared with me that they have gotten sober based on the stories that I've told them. If I sat in a video and said I was withdrawing myself at home and they wanted to try that their way because they saw it in a video, then they could possibly suffer the results of what I was saying. And that was what I said in my video, okay? But Trisha, listen, this is the thing. In a year and a half, you haven't been much on my radar, in all honesty, okay? I wish you the best. You know that's how I felt at the time. I texted you and said that. If you wanted to talk, I was here. I think I said something to that effect, okay? You know, like, listen. You obviously have huge issues with me. You know, she says like she's let go of this, but this is obviously a resentment. A resentment is an unfulfilled expectation. I don't know what her expectation was of me. That I was never going to call her out on things. That I was never going to have an issue with any of her behaviors because she had allowed me into her home to sit on her floor. That's a lot to ask of somebody. That's to say, I mean, I haven't made any videos about the issues that people have had about the things that she's talked about. And there have been a lot of issues that I take the recovery and addiction story personally. There's people in the trans community that are offended by what Trisha has said and done. There are people that are in their DID community that are offended by what Trisha has said and done. And I'm sure that to her it's the truth, okay? But they're offended by that. So for me, I had issues with the video. She gets in a video and does her makeup or drives through a fast food restaurant and shares her opinion all over the time, but I can't share my opinion? Okay, so I guess I should silence myself because I was allowed to sit on a kitchen floor. That's not fair, okay? And I know that life is not fair, but when it comes to addiction and recovery, I'm gonna say my piece. And I'm going to continue to say my piece because I have issues with things that YouTubers put out there. I've talked a lot about it with other YouTubers and their substance use. It's scary to me that that is what is being role modeled, okay? Now, I don't watch Trisha Paytas a lot, but I do know at that time I did. I didn't, you know, like, I wish she would have shared more about her story and what happened afterwards. She shared today that she had gone to the hospital twice and whatever. I never knew that, okay? I don't know the background story of what happened with all of that. And I'm not saying that she has to share that. She doesn't. That's her own own personal story, you know? But like, I didn't know any of that when I made the video. All I knew was I saw this video of her laying in bed, and I don't think it was the first video. It was like the third video in a row that she had done. And I was very scared for it. If you go back and watch my video, you can see in my video, I was being caring towards her. And I didn't come out and say Trisha Paytas is a liar. I never said that. I never said in my video what she's saying is not the truth. I said, I don't know, okay, based on her history. So that's all I said in my video. And if I was wrong and it came across as I was saying that Trisha Paytas is a liar, then Trisha, I apologize to you. I'm sorry, and I won't do that in the future, okay? And when I watch your videos, if I ever have to make commentary on them again, or I do, then I will make a video that is fair based on what I see. But I don't ever have to say whether I think it's the truth or not. And if I didn't say that in the video, I really don't think that Trisha would have an issue with that. I really honestly don't know why Trisha has an issue with this video. I really don't get it. Like, this video has been one video that has continued to come up for her over and over and over again. You know, and I don't really understand why it's like this video. And it's always the same two things. That I called her a liar and I questioned where her family and friends are, right? So if you had a family or a friend out there, if you had a friend out there or somebody that you cared about that was going through withdrawals at home, do you not think it's a fair question to ask? Where are the people in your life that care about you? I think that's a fair question to ask, okay? And I hope to God that any addict or alcoholic out there that is suffering has friends and family out there, okay? I do. And if you're somebody out there that's watching this and you have an addict or an alcoholic in your life, I mean, like, set boundaries and limits. Go to a 12-step program for yourself like Al-Anon, you know? Go get some help for yourself to see how you can set limits and boundaries with this person so you can further help them, you know? Like, I'm not somebody that ever gives up on people. I don't give up on people ever, right? And if you watch this video, and a lot of people said that at the time. They were like, Peter's like just really trying to help you, you know? Like, I don't know. You know what? It's like, don't make the video and, you know, like, take it down and privatize it, which I'm not going to do. Back then, maybe I should have, you know, or really put out there how I felt. And if you watch the video, I think you can tell, like, I really did care about Trisha. I care about Trisha to this day, you know. You don't just watch somebody for a while and get friendly with them and just, like, one day wake up and be like, I don't care about this person at all. I don't feel that way at all. I still care about Trisha. I wish her the best. I really do. I hope Trisha's happy in her life. I don't know anything about Trisha's life today. I don't watch her videos unless somebody tells me I have to for a reason like today. I don't keep up with what's going on in her life unless it relates to some kind of drama that I'm doing. I don't, you know. She's not a part of my life today, and I don't watch that. And I've said in videos anymore that the things that she talks about are so serious sometimes that I can't continue to sit there and watch it. I'm sorry. I just can't, you know, like, it's just not, that's not something I enjoy today, you know? So I wanted to go in here and I wanted to read some of these comments because I was kind of surprised by some of these comments, honestly. I thought they would be all totally bashing me. Let me go back here. Hold on a second. So, somebody said, are you ready? Living for the Peter rant. For once, someone called him out. And someone said, I'm so thankful she did. I've been saying this for so long. She didn't really say a whole lot about me other than that she was pissed about that video. That she was assuming that is what she said, and that I make 60 videos about Shane Dawson a week. Every drama channel out there, of which Trisha Paytas is friends with a lot of drama channels, that we all made videos when all of that was going on. There were just as many other drama channels other than me that were making just as daily videos about Shane Dawson and what was going on. I wasn't the only one. So let's just call it for what it is. Let's just be honest, okay? The next one said, Peter Monn is awesome. I'd rather see you canceled than him any day, talking about him making fun of people's mental state. I seem to remember something like that someone else did. Who could it be? I didn't make fun of her mental state. If you watch the video, it wasn't a making fun kind of video at all. At all. It was a very serious video. And in fact, in the video, I said it shouldn't even be considered a drama video. So you can go watch it and fact check that. I said that in the video. You know, the thing for me is, what did I want to say? Talking about this canceled thing, because she kept on talking in the video about cancel this and cancel that and who's canceling this. I have never in my video said that Shane Dawson should be canceled, okay? That's not on me to decide. And I'm not a big believer in cancel culture anyway. And I've said that in many, many videos. And you can go back and watch my videos. I've said that. And I've never once in a video said that Shane Dawson should be canceled. So, okay. Somebody said, you dragged Peter. OMG, LOL. I didn't realize so many people really get off on me getting dragged, but okay. Let's see. Someone said, I used to love Peter. He was like the wise uncle that brought a lot of insight and moderation to the drama on YouTube. Now he's become bitter and petty like other drama channels. Sure, that sells, but I don't respect it. I don't really feel like that's true. I feel like I've gotten more honest with myself and I've been able to like say what I really want to say, you know? And I understand that maybe sometimes that comes across as bitter. It's not the first time I've got the comment, but I don't get it a lot. I mean, people are like, I mean, be too much. And, you know, I don't know, like, it is what it is, though. I mean, maybe I need to take a look at that, I guess. And someone said, you went way too far about Peter Monn. You have a bunch of bitterness towards him that is undealt with. Okay, my battery died right before I was reading another comment where I got dragged. So, hold on a second, please. Okay, another comment. The Peter Monn drag sent me! Girl, you think Peter Monn should be canceled over commenting on your overdose, but not Shane, who did blackface and made inappropriate comments to children. Makes no sense. Oop, when she looked us in the eye, got close and said, Peter Monn, holy SHI toot, LOL, holy SHI toot. I did not see that one coming. And then somebody said, nobody misses Shane, didn't even notice he was offline. Trish, your content is getting stale AF lately. And then I agree about Peter Monn. I used to watch him, but I stopped because it's not okay to question people's health. You know, if that video came across as me questioning Trisha's mental health, which I was talking about the addiction, but if that's what that video came across as, and like I said, I will link it below and you guys can go decide, that was never my intention. My intention was to say that in Trisha's videos, it's hard to understand what the truth is and what isn't, because often she puts out things that are highly questionable. Not in just that video, in all the videos, and I said that in my video, right? You know, I don't have any animosity towards Trisha. I don't have any resentments towards her. I don't have any anger associated with her. You know, in fact, I think it's kind of the opposite at this point. I mean, I like really have no emotional attachment to Trisha Paytas whatsoever. And so when I talk about her in videos, it's really just as a YouTube celebrity, which she is. She's a YouTube celebrity. But I continue to try to grow and evolve on a daily basis and be a better version of myself today than I was yesterday, online and offline. You know, what you see on my videos is who I am when I'm offline as well. Like, I try to carry that, you know, over everywhere. And if you watch my Peterisms videos, you know, I share a lot over there about personal stories and things that I've gone through. I talk about it on my vlog, things I've learned in my life, right? One of the things that I have learned is that if somebody is stuck, okay, because of a resentment that they have because of something that I did, which to me, a resentment is an unfulfilled expectation. It's when you think somebody should have behaved a certain way or acted a certain way that they didn't, okay, or when something turned out a way that it didn't. So if Trisha's resentful at me, I don't know, maybe she is, but it seems to me that she has some kind of resentment towards me. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm just going off of what I say because she gets very, very angry and talking about me. If she does, okay, and she has some huge issue with me to this day, apparently, right, where she says she doesn't watch me and she thinks I should be canceled and she doesn't believe in cancel culture, but I should be canceled and all this kind of stuff, then what I can say to that is, Trisha, if you ever want to talk, I'm more than willing to talk to you. You know, we can talk about this. I will take responsibility for the things that I have said or done that have hurt you. I don't want anybody to continue to be, I don't really in my life have resentments towards anybody. I don't. Like, I work that stuff out on my own. I do inventory on it. I do evaluation. I sit down, I write it out, and I look at what my resentment is with somebody, how it's affecting my life. I look at what, you know, what areas of my life is it affecting? Is it affecting my pride, my ego, my, you know, whatever. And then I take a look at what my part is in that. Because typically when I have a resentment towards somebody, I have a part in that, okay? But in this situation, if Trisha is like, still has this anger anytime my name comes up or she sees a video of mine pop up or whatever, I do not want, here I'll just speak to you, Trisha, I don't want you to see my name come up and just associate it and all of a sudden you get a negative thought or reaction to it. I don't want that. I'm trying to grow and become a better person, okay? So whatever I can do, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to take my channel down. So beyond that, but whatever I can do to help that situation for you, let me know. I will be more than willing to do that. She asked me back in the day, she was like, you know, just ignore me on social media for a while. I have really, for like a year, did not make any videos about Trisha Paytas. I didn't. I mean, I made a few, but I didn't make as many as I had before. I just really steered clear of Trisha. I was like, I just leave her alone, don't want to make videos about her, all that kind of stuff, right? So I don't, I don't want to have this animosity between us. It doesn't have to be that way. You know what I mean? And if she has issues with me, I understand that she has emotions attached to this. I get that, right? And all I can say is I don't know how to fix things other than to talk to somebody and talk it out, and to also show them that I'm a different person today. That's all I know how to do, right? I stand by what I said in that video, because to this day, when I watch Trisha Paytas' videos, if I do have to watch them for something, I don't know if what I'm watching is the truth or not. Period. End of story. I'm making that as a blanket statement for any video of hers that I watch. Trisha Paytas has done that herself, because she's put out so many things that people are like, should we believe this? Should we not believe this? She said this, and then a week later, it's completely something different. Okay? So, if that's what bothered her that I said about my video, I don't know what to tell you about that, okay? If it's because I said to you, where are your friends and family? Like I said to you, I would say that to anybody. If you feel that I was saying to you, questioning that your friends and family don't care about you, that was not what I meant. I apologize for that, and I don't know what else to do about that. So, anyway, you know, it's just, this whole situation is very, very sad to me. It's like, I made the video, if you go watch it, I made the video because I do care so deeply about recovery and addiction. I don't want anybody else to pass away from an overdose or from detoxing at home or for untreated addiction. I don't want to lose one more person in this world to that. You know, we're losing people today that could have been the next artist or, you know, senator or attorney or host at Walmart or storyteller or friend or husband or girlfriend, you know? We're losing people every single day to addiction, and the fact that Trisha Paytas and I are arguing over this makes me really, really sad. You know, like, it doesn't have to be that way, and I'm more than willing to take responsibility for my part in that, but there's not really a whole lot more that I can do in a video. I'm not going to go off on her. I'm not going to get on a video and say, I can't believe Trisha said this about me and blah, 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 blah. Trisha has a right to her opinion. I would be a complete hypocrite getting on drama channels and saying, oh, I'm mad that Trisha said this about me, when I do the same thing talking about other people with my opinions. Trisha has her right to her opinion, and you know, and that's her opinion, and I'm not saying it's wrong and I'm not saying it's right. It's her feeling, it's where she's at, and I respect that. I just wish that she didn't have that much anger and animosity directed towards me, not because it affects me, because I don't really think about it unless I'm sitting down like today making a video, but because it obviously affects her, and I don't want that to be the case. I really don't. So Trisha, we don't even have to have that kind of long talk. I'll just, and I know that she's gonna be like, why would I ever want to talk to him? To alleviate yourself of having any kind of resentment or anger towards me. I will sit on the phone and you can scream at me for a half an hour to get it out if that's what you need to do. I'm more than willing to do that so that you can move past this, and I can relieve you of this anger and stuff if that's what you want. I'm more than willing to do that because I don't want you to be stuck and having anger attached towards me. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below, I guess. I don't know really what to comment about that. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.